Someone didn't believe my truth, and I'm about to have a breakdown. Hey, welcome to a new show where I, Joseph Barkley, break down complicated or sometimes highly charged topics into digestible and usable chunks so that you can make up your own mind and better understand the perspectives of your fellow human. My goal is simple. It's to raise our discernment while at the same time raising our compassion. Be one of the first people to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that little bell icon to stay in the loop. And if you would like a free ebook, I would love to give that to you. Just click the link in the subscription box below and it's all yours. A little while ago, I got these conversation starting cards for people in my life. They're called So Cards, and they're actually the brainchild of the documentary filmmaker Miguel Luis. If every human came with a warning label, what would yours say? Mine would probably say, warning, Joseph will be the last one to leave your party. What flaws would you be okay with in a romantic partner? And that's easy, I would say loving me too much.
So pick me, choose me, love me.
What is one phrase you wish you could ban from everyone's vocabulary?
Literally. There's literally nothing in this world that you cannot do.
Come on, what would you ban from everybody's vocabulary? Maybe it would be, hey guys, the new normal, game changer. You know, there's this TikTok video. My response, the phrase that I would love to ban from everybody's vocabulary is my truth. It doesn't make sense to me. It's a complete contradiction, at least on its face, right? It's like seriously funny or pretty ugly or calling any medium size of anything grande.
Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
The phrase my truth has confounded me for a while because labeling our opinion as truth seems to suggest that what we're saying isn't just something that I want the other person to hear, but something that you are not allowed to question. You know, like last Christmas, my daughters could have said, I need the new iPhone, that's my truth. And I would have said, well, your truth is make-believe, sweetheart.
You sit on a throne of lies.
When someone goes so far as to say, you can't contradict or examine my truth, I think our brains intuitively go, but I might. But let me tell me something for you. I know that I'm missing the point. So to help myself, and maybe you, work it out, I want to break off a concept that we're probably going to use a lot in the future for this show. I'm going to call the concept what it means, what they mean. I think it's really useful when there are less than literal meanings to words that people use. Like here's a silly example. The word bad can mean what it literally means, as in failing to reach an acceptable standard, or bad, like morally objectionable. But I don't think that's what Michael had in mind when he claimed. See, there's what it means, and then there's what they mean. I'm leaving in a couple of minutes can literally mean for some people to go start the car, or if I'm the one saying it, it could mean that we're going to stay at this party for quite a while. When it comes to the phrase, my truth, as in, I'm just speaking my truth, I know that I need to remember that often what people mean when they use it is my opinion, or my experience, or my feelings. I might say that my truth is that mushrooms are absolutely disgusting and should never be consumed on anything. These are opinions, experiences, and feelings, and those are incredibly important things to express. When somebody shares any of that with us, it's an invitation into who they are as a person, and that's amazing. Maybe your truth includes feeling mismatched in your own body or in your gender. Maybe your truth is something that you've become because you have overcome. Hey, maybe my truth is just something that you say to let us know that you are going to be courageous enough today to be real. So I want to be someone who respects and responds to your perspective and your feelings, and if you're choosing to introduce all of that by saying my truth, then I want to hear and respect your truth. Now, that said, I'll be curious to see how the expression may, even subtly, fail us. Even though truth isn't something we always mean when we say my truth, truth is a very specific thing. Truth, literally, what it means is defined by a body of real things or events or facts. Truth is fidelity to a standard. Truth is a transcendent fundamental. In other words, truth is something that exists outside of myself. Truth is something that, in the words of author Philip K. Dick, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. Like, no matter what we wished were true, the truth doesn't budge. Now, isn't this just semantics? Maybe. You know, sharing my truth might not mean what it sounds like literally, and I get that and I respect that. But what about the times when we're just trying to live our truth? You know, I can certainly see why we'd want to add force to our stories and to our feelings, because there are times when people have downplayed your real lived experience. It's called gaslighting or ignorance or prejudice. And I think you are right to fight for people to hear and not diminish or to punish you for your honesty. But I also suspect that my truth can sometimes be another way that we've evolved to protect ourselves when we feel threatened. This approach to living your best life might limit how deep and diverse your friendships could ever be. You see, my opinions and my feelings can serve as invitations to intimacy and invitations to my own personal growth. But truth is certain and it's unmoving, it's ultimatum. Truth is impersonal. If I give you my subjective self wrapped up in objective language, I might just be telling you to keep out unless you can accept me without inspection. Japanese poet Yoshida Kenko put it, well, poetically, when he said, "If you must take care that your opinions do not differ in the least from those of the person with whom you are talking, you might just as well be alone." Please, friends, speak your truth, especially if what that means is you are one of the brave souls daring to share your real feelings and your real story and your real fears and your real hopes. I want to be the kind of person with whom people love to share their truth. I want to keep opening up my heart to who you really are. Like, how else could I raise my compassion? But let us also be those enlightened souls who routinely compare our truth with the truth. So, you want to really know why I hate this phrase, my truth? Because there have been long seasons of my life when my truth was an absolute lie and it hurt people. My truth was that I was a great friend, but I had started to develop these annoying habits of telling people how to behave, and I started policing my friends. And that year, I had one entry in my high school yearbook, and it was from my former best friend who simply wrote, "Where did you go?" Maybe your truth right now is, "Hey, I'm a great husband," but maybe you should ask your wife. Your truth might be, "I'm not drinking too much," or, porn is just a diversion. It's not really affecting me or my relationships. Maybe your truth isn't really lining up with the truth. Friends, some of you are living your truth and it's just flat out wrong. It's not true about you. The headline that somebody else said about you, the mistakes that you made years ago, the workplace gossip, what your ex is saying about you, the comments that you see on your social feeds. So let's commit to be people who examine if our real feelings right now coincide with facts. You may have aligned with a certain belief for a long time, but it just doesn't stand up under scrutiny. You may have been raised with biases towards certain ethnicities or classes or genders or cultures or religions or political parties, but it's created a distorted view of real people. You may have been hurt, but some people can be trusted. You may have thought your parents were absolutely wrong about everything, but they might have been right about something. Friends, your feelings are real, but they're not always true. Hey, I'm always looking for suggestions of things that you may want me to break down, so help me out. Leave a comment below. And again, stay in the loop. Maybe help get us in front of people that might dig this. Like this, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and share it with your people. We'll see you next time, and remember, use your heart as much as you use your head.